Your StormTracker team forecast with Jesse Gunkel.
Welcome back. Well, we still remain underneath a heat advisory until 7 o'clock this evening for a good portion of southeastern Louisiana, mainly because a lot of areas, those feel-like temperatures quickly jump to about 108 and even above across the area. Should expire around 7. I don't think they're going to issue one for tomorrow, but again, that could change. It all depends on the amount of sunshine that we actually see tomorrow, and really, again, there is that possibility we may even see a thunderstorm or two. So as you notice, we hit 98 this afternoon. That tied a record set back in 1909. We're still sitting 7 degrees above normal, and as we continue to move forward, we will continue to trend well above that average mark. Live tower cam out there. A few more clouds this afternoon with just a very small thunderstorm out there. 94 is that current temperature, but it still feels like 100 outside. You can see current feel-like temperatures out there range from 100 in Baton Rouge to 108 in Gonzales to 102 in New Orleans to even 104 in Belchais. So again, just very oppressive outside with little in the way of change as you see over the next 7 days. We're hoping and wishing and waiting on a cold front. That is not going to happen anytime soon. Notice 95. Temperatures cool off slightly by the end of the week just because there is that possibility of a shower or two, a little bit more cloud cover kind of blocking some of those direct rays, but still keeping our temperatures just above that normal mark as we should be sitting around 90, 91 for this time of the year. Satellite radar picture, again, broad. We're going pretty clear and quiet. We're capped at this point by a very large ridge of high pressure. Notice across the nation, we got nothing going on at this point. You see on the Doppler radar, we had one very small light shower. It lasted a matter of minutes out there, a few light sprinkles. We had another thunderstorm sitting just around the Franklin area. Elsewhere, it remained very dry and very hot throughout the entire day. You can see that quick storm that popped up along Airline Highway and then quickly made its way up towards the northwest. All right, so here you go. Taking a look at your overall rain chances for the next 7 days. That's right, 7 days. This is a week, and we may only see about a half an inch or less across the area. So again, we're going to keep the rain chances to about 20% or less for most of the week. Just a little bit more cloud cover during those afternoon hours. Main story here is unrelenting heat. Not a lot of change out there. Again, we're not going to see much in the way of rainfall, so a very dry pattern out there and no incoming cold fronts over the next 7 days. Now, as we continue to keep an eye on the tropics, good news is Dorian is now post-tropical, not a concern. We've still got a hurricane, or excuse me, tropical storm out there. That's Gabrielle. Not really expected to be a factor whatsoever out there. There is an area of concern now. Chance of development sits at about 10%, but the one we got to watch here is Invest 94. And when you look at the big picture, there is that possibility that it could be trekking its way across the Atlantic and maybe even entering the Caribbean heading into next week. So here you go, tracking Gabrielle. You see the winds are sustained at about 65, gusts up to about 75. But again, that's going to stay in the central and northern Atlantic. But this is the one we're going to have to watch. It's at least worth watching as we continue to move forward. Chance of development now sits at about 40%. If it gets into the Caribbean, well, that's, I think, when we have to kind of get a little bit more on the awareness side. But for the time being, I'm not too concerned about it. All right, 7-day forecast. We've got 95 out there with the chance for an isolated shower. Same thing on Tuesday with partly cloudy skies. Feel like temperatures will continue to sit in that 100 to maybe even 108 range as we go into Thursday and Friday. Still pretty dry out there. And then by Saturday and Sunday, highs will sit in the lower 90s, overnight lows in the lower 70s. We'll be right back.